Well, it's that time of the week where we sort the winners from the losers for the week, and helping me to do that is Associate Editor for The Australian, Jenna Clarke. Good evening to you, Jenna. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining us as always. Now, look, let's start with this week's winner for you. Who is it?
Look, there's been many losers this week, Danica, but I think the winner for me was philanthropist Grace Forrest. She is, of course, the daughter of mining magnates Nicola and Andrew Forrest, but this 30-year-old's been carving a bit of a path of her own. She established the charity called Walk Free, which aims to wipe out modern slavery. And she's also just been the first Australian woman to win the prestigious Roosevelt Four Freedoms Award for her efforts this week in the Netherlands.
Wow.
Freedom from fear, in its simplest form, is the freedom to choose. Today, there are 50 million people living in modern slavery, all of whom do not have that most basic freedom.
She's super impressive, whichever way you want to carve it, Danica, because you know what, she could inherit millions, and she could be sitting on a boat off Monaco just enjoying life, but instead she's really lobbying governments all around the world, including our own here in Australia. So I'm really impressed, and she's only the second Aussie to win it. Our former Foreign Minister Gareth Evans won it back in 2010.
And I tell you what, when you got a surname like Forrest, you are the master of philanthropy. You are the master in this area. So good on her. I feel like she's almost taking on her mum and dad's legacy here, because the contributions they have made have been outstanding. So good on her. That's a great winner of the week. Now, Jenna, look, I feel like you will be very appreciative of my winner this week, because it's former AFL player Ben Cousins. Now, we're both West Australian gals, so I feel like we have a bit of a love for Ben Cousins, as most West Aussies do. But look, his incredible turnaround following years of struggling with drug abuse, and the Brownlow medalist and premiership player, as we know, he was sacked by the Eagles in 2007 after being arrested for drug possession. He spent time in prison after being found guilty of stalking his ex-partner. So he's had a lot of problems, but he's really turned it around, and here he was speaking this week on how he's now on the right path.
How are you travelling?
Really well, actually. I wish it hadn't had to have taken this long, and it had to run its course the way it did. But it's nice to be working and busy, have some real ambition back, and just connected back in with friends, family, and even on a community level. It's life's never been better, to be honest.
Well, that's good.
And again, Jen, I mean, look, he's had a lot of past issues, and we can't excuse anything that he's done. But I feel like he's really turned his life around, and I think good on him. What do you think?
Oh, I absolutely agree. And I know that a lot of people out there probably think, oh, how dare this person who's had drug issues, he's had DV issues, which of course is in the news this week, and has had done a lot of bad things. He doesn't shy away from those. He recognises he's had a lot of lifelines, but I think it is just such a great example of when you do not give up on people who have these demons. This is the best outcome for everyone involved.
Spot on. There's so many people who didn't give up on him, and he seems to be rehabilitated now. So I think it's fantastic.